Hi guys, so I just wanted to make this video to kind of go over top level changes in terms of the syllabus and what to expect from me and what I'm going to expect going forward the next few weeks for this second half of the semester that we're going to be doing as remote learning given these unprecedented times. So kind of as an overview for when we're talking about I'm going to use this as an opportunity to kind of refocus us on our learning objectives. Obviously, the format's changed. We kind of can't workshop and do things in class quite the same way that we had been doing. So how can we make sure that we get you the best possible experience that we can given the conditions that we're all in, and also understanding that, you know, conditions have changed for you as much as they have also changed for me. So what are the new deadlines, revised assignments? I've got a second video coming up just after this one that's going to go over specifics in terms of the grading and how that's changed. All of this, again, can be found in the syllabus itself. I've updated and I've posted a new revised syllabus. But I think one of the things I want to stress is that I want to focus on consistency and flexibility. So I want you to know what you can expect from me, when you can expect to see me, how you can get in touch with me, and we have some kind of regular contact, but understand that, you know, there's flexibility because I know that there might be kind of new issues popping up in your life as well as things popping up in our life, and everything is kind of a total changing tableau every day. So we're going to take it as it comes, we're going to get through it together, and we're all going to have, you know, patience with each other and ourselves. And part of that is going to be you guys giving me feedback as we go along. Tell me what's working, tell me what isn't working, and we'll figure out a way to kind of have the best possible experience with what's available to us, both time and technology wise. So using this as an opportunity, saying, okay, you know what, we've got about half a semester left, so like let's check in where we are with our learning objectives, and where do we think we can go and where do we want to go. So from the original syllabus, there were kind of 4 major learning objectives: understanding comics as a medium and identifying popular genres, kind of doing all right on that; understanding the formal structures used to tell stories in the comics medium. We've been doing that both through readings but also through our comics analysis, so we'll be able to continue doing that. Consider the interaction between the comics medium and culture at various times and around the world. We've touched on that a little bit in our readings and in our discussions up to this point. And I'm going to end up using the final to kind of focus in on that and have that be an area that we think about and we can discuss both on discussion boards and maybe on Zoom. And to expand our verbal and visual storytelling skills, which is what basically this is all about, and what we're kind of been doing with everything all along the way and will continue to do. So I think these are all still very useful kind of learning objectives in terms of your ability to then take these and transfer these skills. Sorry, there's something in my glasses, back out into your other venues inside of life. And also they're very doable given, you know, the new constraints that we're under. So I've kind of looked at the syllabus, looked at what we were planning to do, and figured out the best way to adjust things so that we can really focus on these areas and have you get the most out of the course. So I'm going to move myself so you can see consistency and flexibility here. And so with that, I've decided to focus on 3 areas and kind of take some of the other extra stuff that would have been great, and in an ideal world we would have had, you know, lots of class time to work on, and say, okay, these don't make as much sense given the situation we're all in right now. So I'm going to focus on these 3 areas, which are the journaling or the composition notebook, our comics analysis report, we did have one more, and then that final project. So I'm going to cap engagement and participation. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in the next video on grading, but basically I don't want anyone to feel like they're going to be penalized because suddenly they're in a situation where maybe they can't get on Zoom for either time constraint reasons, suddenly they've got siblings that they need to take care of, or maybe they get sick. Maybe I'm hoping no one gets sick, but if God forbid when you guys get sick, or if, you know, the internet goes down where you are or your computer breaks, I don't want you to worry that you're going to have your grade affected because of that. So I'm going to cap that there, and I'm going to cap the homework outside of working on those 3 kind of major projects, basically at where we were at midterm, and those grades aren't going to go down. So I want to kind of take that load off your mind rather than having lots of little deadlines. We're just going to have the kind of larger ones. So what that means in terms of our class time together. So I do want to be here for you, for those of you who can make it and who want to have that interaction. It's going to be important that we still have some interaction with other humans, even if it's via things like Zoom. So I do want to be available to you when our class would normally meet. So I will send out an invite for Zoom. I'll check in. I'll be there for at least 15 minutes each time. So we'll assume that instead of the class starting at 1:55, we'll assume it starts at 2. And I'll be there from at least 2 to 2:15. If you guys do want to pop in, ask questions, get feedback. If you can't be there, that's fine. Again, you won't get penalized. We will utilize things like discussion boards as well to make sure that everyone does get a chance to get feedback on their work and that we kind of check in with any problems we have, because I'm sure we'll run into things along the way. So we can get feedback, we can troubleshoot. I will record them so that way if someone runs into an issue someone else is having, you can watch the recording and hopefully that'll answer your question too. I also will have office hours via Zoom. So if you want one-to-one feedback on what you're working on, especially like the final, totally, that's great. Just email me so that we can schedule them ahead of time so I can be on for you. I also did set up a Google Voice number. So if you want to text me, if say internet isn't working, you can text me at the number there. I set it up as a Springfield number so that it's local for people. Please, I'm not great with phone calls. I don't love phone calls. So if possible, try not to call, but to text. I would super appreciate that. I'm sure you guys understand. I'm sure some of you are the same way. And so I will be available to you guys though, because I know that being able to be in touch with people is really important, especially with everything going on. So in the next video, I will try to keep the videos, by the way, short and to one topic so that way you can always try to find what you're looking for when you're going back to things. And in short, I mean between 5 and 15 minutes. I'm going to try very hard not to go over 15 minutes. So the next video is going to talk to you a little bit more specifics about grades. And then for each of the assignments will have their own videos. So hopefully it'll be easy to find things as we go along. But as always, if there's anything I can do to try to make this a little bit of an easier transition, please do let me know. I appreciate your patience with me, and I will try to have patience with everybody as well. And we're gonna get through this, guys.